Brother Marines, we have returned again on this day. Today. It's Sunday. We're back for another hobby thing. This is like the week of hobby. Thunderhawk, Thunderhawk. The Thunderhawk is the Storm Raven. So, we're gonna work on our Thunderhawk. We're gonna give it a little bit of that Thunderhawk Tua. We're gonna Thunderhawk to it. Do I got the Hawk Tua GIF or something? Does this do GIFs? This does GIFs. Okay. Let's add Hawk Tua. Alright, then we gotta put this on a loop. I gotta browse through all this shit now. And now I've gotta find Haktua. Alright, let's go. Let's go with this. Alright. There we go. We got it. We did it. We did it, fam. Wait, is that even right? Fit to screen. There we go. There we go. We're gonna give it that Thunderhawk Tua. So here's what I got in the plans for today. So, same parts as yesterday that I kind of wrapped up on, except for this one as well, because I also need to fix up some of the sides here. There's some parts where either paint did not quite get on there, or it got scraped off. Something happened, and there's some exposed resin. Can we turn this light on? That would be somewhat helpful, I think. And is it going to focus on things? Do I do that? Do I gotta do the trick here? Is this the trick? You gotta mess with its sensor and its light? I have no idea how this thing works. This thing has no rhyme or reason to it. Maybe it'll think this is a face. No. It didn't. If we come real close, then we go real far away. This is the worst camera. You are a very bad camera. You're good at picking up Tony when it's camera time for Tony. The camera likes Tony. Tony's just photogenic, I guess. The Thunderhawk looks like shit, and Tony must look great. So, is this thing ever gonna work, or what? Maybe I gotta turn it off and on. Let's see. That's a thing, right? We'll go here to the wheel. We'll just spin the wheel for no real reason. Pretty much just to let the camera turn off and get... Oh, what did I do? Oh, it opened that up. No, not the options. Just spin it. There's no real reason for this wheel. It's not really used anymore. Dawn of War Soulstorm. Well, that's a respin. Space Marine. Well, that's a respin. Let's see what we get here. Medieval 2 Total War. Okay. So now let's go back to this, and let's see if this will... Change every game on the wheel to bolt gun and then spin the wheel again. You know, I don't have bolt gun, to be honest. I don't have it. Do I gotta, like, unplug the camera or something? Like, I don't know why is it not focusing? Focus camera. Oh, it's freaking out. It's freaking out. Weird. Those times where the camera just will never focus, right? Alright. Well, that's... Well, isn't that just prime? Okay. I'm gonna try unplugging it. That's the only solution I got. Okay, so alright, good. I unplugged it and plugged it back in, and you can't see it, so I have to now switch out, Switch back. Oh, well, while we're here, I mean, we might as well. Let's see, what do we got? What do we got? Terraria. Alright. Is it gonna focus now? Oh, look at that. That's way better. Okay. Awesome. Unplug it and plug it back in, people. That's the solution to all of your problems. You have problems in your life? Unplug it. Plug it back in. You can't do your taxes? Unplug it. Plug it back in. Alright. So, with this... I'm gonna want to try to get these, I don't know, the landing stud spikes. I don't know what those are gonna be called, because that's the part that hits the ground, right? I don't know what... I'm gonna try to get them just a little bit more opaque with the black. And then if I can get these just very carefully, I'm gonna want to get these ribs across the front, because I think those would look really nice in silver going down it. And then it would kind of match the, it would kind of match the way I did the epic Thunderhawk right there, where it's got the metal grill going down the front of the assault ramp in the front, right? So, in spirit of that, I think that these should get done, and these, and it would still have the red-black split, but it's going to have the metal bars as well. And having a little bit of a thunk about it, because here, if we put all this together, because that was one of the things that I was wanting to do. I was wanting to put it back together a little bit, just so that way I could get a look at how it's structured. And so when we just kind of put this all back together, seeing these engines, which are going to be in silver, and then there's... Okay, it's probably not showing up super great. This camera's terrible. This camera's absolute dog shit. It's HD. Or do I have to, like, set it to be HD or something? Is that something I need to do? If I go to the settings... Configure video. Configure video. Camera control. Zoom. Focus. Auto. Exposure. Okay. Wait, what? Sharpness, saturation. Some of these seem like they're... Some of these seem like they're over... They're at like 128. Is that right? That doesn't seem right. Let's set this to default. The default is 128? Why? If I turn the saturation down to 100... And then I'll apply that. Anti-flicker? I don't know what that needs to be. Camera control. Zoom. I can zoom. It's probably gonna be dog shit if I zoom though, right? Focus. Focus, people, focus. So what happens if I focus this like this? Can I do that by myself? If I turn it auto off, and then drag this shit around. Wow, look at that. Can I close this and keep that open? Have the camera control on manual at the side. Wow, it's like actually something you can look at. Check that out. Wow. Look at that. You can see stuff. I just have to hold it to about that level. So if I get it about here, it's going to be a little bit out of focus. But then I can bring it back up here. And then, look at that. Neat. I think I fixed it. I think I made the dog shit camera a little bit less dog shit today. That's like a double win. Yes. Awesome. That's way better. Then you can just keep it to a certain focus and then bring it up to focus, rather than waiting for it to try to focus, which it'll never do. You can't wait for life to happen. You have to make it happen yourself. That's right. This is Deep Talk with the Deep. Alright. Okay, that was terrible. Alright, that was nuts. That was terrible. So what do we got here? What are we gonna do first? And something that I also noticed when putting these back together is that just ever so slightly from the right angle, and it might be on... No, it's on this piece. That from the right angle, you can kind of see the unpainted resin underneath that. So I might go over that unpainted resin area with some black, so that way it doesn't become a glaring... At a certain angle, you can see the resin sort of thing. So that's in the works. So now it's going to be more of doing the black pattern sections and the areas that are going to be turned into metallic. So once again, if we'll bring this back up to focus, because hey, I just figured out how to make this camera less dog shit. Wow, look at that. Painting streams are back on the menu, boys. All right, so we're going to go for things like that. Maybe these nubs, kind of like that. There's going to be things like that all over this ship. So I'm thinking that those might get done the same way. And what else was there? So you need to do the black pattern just to keep that kind of at the middle line. And then once all the pattern work is done and everything is all cleaned up there, which might need some similar on this side. What's this side gonna need? It's gonna need this bottom section evened up through the center there, and then kind of there's gonna be a line there where it's missing. That part there, and then if that part on this side can get a little bit evened up, because it looks like that. It looks like, you know, this part's got a little bit of a loss there, so we're gonna get that cleaned up and then that evened up. And, I'm wondering if for simplicity, because there's a spot right here that's been missed by the red, but then it looks like there's a couple spots that were hit by black. So, actually, now that I'm saying that out loud, I'll go over that with red later at some point when I can. And then, okay, so that's gonna be those. Wow, the camera can actually look at things now. I just have to bring them up to the focus. And then it's way less dog shit than it was before. Wow. That's amazing. That's technology. We did it, boys. We did it. And so then all these areas here, all these points, and then like these internals here, Those are all going to get done with some silver. Same with these kind of bricks at the side of the door, on the inside and outside. This row of spikes, and then these ribs here. Gonna get some more, are gonna get a touch up with the black paint today. And then other things like these points here, which are going to be for the anti-grav jets at the bottom of the plane or whatever. Those are gonna need to get done up. This side here, I was gonna commit to getting that part done. And the insides of the doors, carefully on both sides. So then those can get done up with some silver. And this thing, that vent or grill or whatever that is, that's gonna get done with some silver. And maybe these, or maybe these fins here, those might get done up with some silver. I'll have to just kind of figure that out when I get to that point, if it looks better with them just being with the rest, which I'm not opposed to it. I don't want to add too much silver all over the place. Kind of ruins the specialness of it. And then things like that are going to get some silver. These need to get done with some black. What else? I'm not sure about this. I think I'm going to keep this like this, rather than put that into silver, because it just kind of... It just kind of breaks it up too much if there's going to be too many silver kind of trims and breakups. Then beyond that, that looks like pretty well most of it, other than some areas that might need to get cleaned up. There was a couple slip-ups and mistakes at some points, which at when I get all these done... So here's the goal for this is going to be when these get done, it's going to, wait, is it gonna, if I put it to autofocus, does it autofocus to this? Even though it's at 500? Doesn't make much sense anymore. These controls don't make much sense. Or if I put it to auto and apply, is it gonna... You know, this thing makes no sense. Whatever. Whatever. These cameras... It's better now. It's better now. What happens if I zoom? You can't zoom. Wait, you can zoom? Uh-oh, it's not responding anymore. It's crashing. That's not good. Wait, did the whole camera crash? Wow, the camera crashed? Does it need like a new driver or something then? What's the problem? OBS Studio... Oh no, is Streamlabs gonna crash? Is this gonna crash the stream? Oh no, okay, hold on, if we go down here... Wait, let's see. If we go down...